Hello, this is Fire, and this is my first video on 6112. So, the previous beta videos I've uploaded have all been on 6102, and the big difference here is that, as you will see, we now have access to the second area. Sorry, not the second area. There are now two possible options for where you can go for the first area. You can either go to the Mushroom Forest, which is the one that we all know and love, or you can go to the new Battered Ramparts. I feel pretty confident from what I've seen on the Discord. I haven't actually played through Battered Ramparts yet myself, but I feel pretty confident from what I have seen on the Discord that Battered Ramparts is probably a bit difficult right now relative to Mushroom Forest, but we'll see that for ourselves. The deck I'm going to be playing is going to be a Drofis Poison. Actually, normally I don't buy Phoenix Feather, but I feel like we may need it here. Mana Tonic is pretty good on Drofis since you have relatively low base mana. So we're going to be playing a new new Drofis list that is based around these new poisoned bursts. So several of Drofis' cards changed. Let's go to Drofis. So in addition to Blood Burst, you now have Poisoned Bursts. Poisoned Bursts only do 2 damage, but they also give 14 poison, and they give you Poisoned Blood 1. And so Poisoned Blood changed to this patch, so that it used to be that whenever you lost life, you would just apply Poison 1 regardless. But now, you apply Poison 1 per rank of Poisoned Blood to all enemies whenever you lose life. Which means that if you have 5 ranks of Poisoned Blood and you lose 1 health, all enemies get 5 poison. So we are getting Poisoned Bursts. There are 2 ways to get them. First is Grizzly Storm, which now is discard 2. If you do, give Leech 4 to all enemies and create 2 Poisoned Bursts. And it upgrades to discard 2, and if you do, create 3 Poison Bursts. So another note, Poison Burst Plus is deals still only 2 damage, but it's only 1 mana. Now it will give 16 poison, and more importantly, you will gain 2 Poisoned Blood. So that's how you're going to want to stack Poisoned Bloods. And so the other place you get the Poisoned Burst is that Poisoned Missiles will lose you 3 health, and it'll transform up to 3 Blood Burst into Poisoned Burst. And once upgraded, it transforms them into Poisoned Burst Plus. The other note here is that Ritual of Blood will also upgrade any Poisoned Bursts that are in your hand. So before we get access to these, this is how we are getting Poisoned Burst Plus, and then we'll upgrade these pretty early so that we will get the Poison Blood Plus out of those. So aside from that, in the deck, so I had been running hobbles, or had been running a hobble, but I'm less certain that I'm going to want that, just because this deck I found tends to end up being fairly aggressive and doesn't necessarily need that. I might run, and then the other card I might cut is Withering Spray, which has the downside of, which does do a lot of poison, but we don't often need it, although it is pretty good early, so I'm not sure if I'm going to cut it or not. So the cards that I'm considering taking instead, I haven't decided yet. One option is I could just run, I kind of want 1 Blood Blast over the Withering Spray, I think. And then I think I may actually want another heal card, because this deck hemorrhages a lot of health very quickly. So I may take a Restorative Shield, which I think makes sense as our last heal card, although it is a little expensive. Sanguine Melody, I guess, being 0 mana is relevant here, because this deck, being a Drofis deck, can use a lot of health very quickly, and can use a lot of mana very quickly too. So for the card pool, I need to check to see if there's any changes I want to make. I like Spry Vigor. I don't think I need increasing mana, because this deck just wins too quickly. I might want Forbidden Rites. The Shades will quickly die to the poison, but the downside is they die to the poison, but then you have to deal with, but they'll get an attack in first, which could be a problem. I might take, I like Peace of Mind though, so I would probably take Peace of Mind, because I think that got shuffled out of the list at some point. Vampiric Strike is also tempting, and Blood Tide is also probably good, but I think Peace of Mind is probably the card I want most. As for other cards, just checking to see if there are any changes I would make. Those all seem good so far. Actually, Hunt doesn't seem that valuable because we're doing most of our stuff through poison. Revitalizing Surge is good. Tainted Blood, Toxic Splinters, Poison Missiles, Infect Focus, Life Tap. This is more common cards than you would normally expect to see, but they're all pretty good. I may not want the Infected Focus. I think we may have enough. Well, I think we like the Infected Focus more than the Mind Seed. This deck tends to not end up needing that much extra max mana. It tends to be winning pretty quick. Essence Harvest is awkward because you end up killing things with your with poison, and then there's no way to actually line that up the way you want. See, I think the only other Poison and Blood card, yeah, is going to be Malignant Nova, which I think is too much mana to be worthwhile. Withering Spray, again, I don't think is where this deck ends up wanting to be. So that leaves us with some spare space. I think Brainstorm is a little too risky of a card to take, but it is tempting. Just because I think card draw is kind of what I want. I don't hate Keen Contemplation. The deck has a lot of very good skills. But the additive doesn't do anything for us, but that's fine. Do I put Stone Skin in the list? We may want Stone Skin in the list. Having that access to tough might be nice. Contemplate's just always good. It's listed as new because there were some cards that started locked, or that actually got re-locked as part of a bug that should be fixed by the time this goes live. Adaptative Spell is actually useful because we can hit all modes. Pernicious Idol is no longer bugged, so that is kind of a tempting, but I think not. Last Resort's probably fine. What was the other card I was talking about that I might want? I'm trying to remember. Oh, this wasn't it, but that's pretty good. Let's see, are there any healing related cards we might want? It's the Exsanguinate Change, I think. Yeah, so it gives bleed 1 to every enemy, then we trigger bleed twice on every enemy, and we gain 2 health for every rank of bleed among all enemies. But I don't think that's really where we want to be. I think this will probably be good for now. I mean, we'll see. I may just get bushwhacked in the first area, because I have heard, like I said, that it is very difficult. So we'll see how difficult that ends up being. We are like max level. We have a full market. We have a full forge. So we're going to go to depth 3. We're going to go to the Battered Ramparts. The other thing we have now is weather. So we're fighting Robotic Mass. I have no clue what that is. And we have 2 events. So we're fighting Emerald. The other things we can now see in advance who we're fighting. So we do know we're fighting Moss. We are going to want to see if we can find some cleanse, probably. We've got Mirror Mist and Scorching Winds. So there are going to be rewards for taking weather fights, but we don't have them yet. And then you can just do random here, but I don't know if that will also randomize. If that just will give us one of these 2, or if random also has a chance to give us a different boss than these. If it will like completely show us something different than what we've seen. So, all right. Permanent Shock Rune is okay. I think Spellweaving Boots probably are a little better. Well, Shock Barrier. The problem is like we aren't doing that many big hits, which makes this worse. Although we do have a decent number. The Bloodburst will sometimes do big damage, which makes this useful potentially. But I think this is less useful than the other options we could get. And getting a free Bloodburst every turn seems good. Okay, so these are the icons that mean that this is a weather event. So I don't know what these mid-bosses look like. I haven't fought them yet. I don't know. Interesting. There's no cards displayed here. We're going to have a lot of bugs throughout this run. So that's just... I don't know. It's possible that like Oneday just hasn't designed cards for those yet. And that is why we don't have any cards shown. I'm going to assume that's the case for now. So, our cards here. Pack Strike. Gain Pack Tactics 1 this turn. Deal 3x3 damage to the first enemy. So this would be if you were running a summoning deck, you could get extra power. You would get extra damage for each of your summons that are alive. Then Defensive Strike. Deal 5x2 damage to the first enemy. Gain 10 shield and critical hit. So we don't care about either of those. Pitiful Strike. Gain Vulnerable 1 and lose 6 shield. Deal 8x2 damage to the first enemy. Play this card when discarded. Okay, that's not really useful for us. Undying Persistence. Discard 1. If you do, draw 1 skill, draw 1 strike, and gain Tough 2. It's actually very good. We don't have any strikes, but that would be a very good reason to pick up a strike. But I don't know if there are any strikes that we particularly care about. Okay. And then these little guys are the ones that are dropping Infested Rites, which is gain 5 mana, summon 1 enemy Benta. If you can't, lose 6 health. I don't know how much health Bentas have. But Bentas are like enemy shades, or like the Vengeful Shades, where they're enemy summons that you have to kill. And then Vermis' Assault, deal 12 damage to the enemy and give it bleed 4, summon 1 enemy Benta. If you can't, gain bleed 2. That one's actually kind of tempting. Voltaic Combustion, gain powerful 2 this turn, and Shock Rune 2. Discard 1. That's pretty good. But we don't have... We're not really doing anything discard synergy, but it's still fine. 3 mana kinetic transfer. 3 mana lose 6 shield. If you do, deal 30 damage to the first enemy. If you do, so that's not useful to us. Shield Wall. 6 mana, gain 20 shield and 38. That'll be useful for turtling deck, which is not us. Gatling Focus. Gain 2 mana. And then deal 1 extra 3 damage to the first enemy if your last card played this turn was a strike. That seems incredibly powerful if we had strikes, which we do not. Sharpen Weapons. Increase the damage of all strikes in your hand by 2. Draw 1. That ordering feels weird. That ordering feels really weird. Keen Edge Strike. 2 mana strike. Deal 12 damage to the first enemy. If it has no shield, give it bleed 2. It's not bad. And then once again, we don't have any cards there. Okay, and then this guy, I guess, just doesn't have cards yet. Okay, so the boss cards. Deal 3 extra damage to the first enemy. Give it bleed 1. Gain 8 shield, because I bet that at some point it did damage to the first 2 enemies. Give them bleed 1. Gain 8 shield and evasion 1. Okay, that's non-temporary evasion. That seems very useful. Rip Open. Deal 4 extra damage to any enemy. If it's bleeding, give it vulnerable 2, and deal 4 extra additional damage to it. So that does potentially 4x6 for 2 mana on a bleeding target. That seems very good. Lose 10 shield. If you do, draw 2, heal 10, and gain plated 1. Okay, that again requires us to have shield. But that's very, very good if you do. Endless Oozing. Gain 2 mana and poison 2. Double both values. Okay. So that's an increasing type thing, but we are probably, like I said, going to be winning fast enough that it doesn't matter. At least that's our goal. Do we want to try seeing all the elite fights? Sure, we'll see what the elite fights look like. And we'll see what some of these events look like. I think we might take Undying Persistence, so we'll start here. Because you guys have 45 health, so a little more health than the other thing. And they are doing not too much damage yet. I imagine that changes. Okay, and this Infected Focus obviously doesn't do anything if we don't have the stuff to use with it, which we don't yet. Kill that one. Okay. So this fight at least looks like it's going to go well for us. There we go. Nice and clean. Having access to having a Sanctuary in the list is incredibly useful in so many fights. So this is just the backpack event you can get in the other aerial one. You can get Mushroom Forest as well. I didn't read the first bit, but we don't really have anything we want to cut. This would be useful if we had any strikes, but we don't. This tends to be useful for certain cards. I don't know that we care about... I don't think we want to take extra damage from attacks, since that's already kind of a thing I'm slightly concerned about. Okay. Tough buff. Okay, let's see. Scorching Winds. So this is the weather event. Burn deals 3 more damage. The first card you play each turn will be removed. Okay, so... And we start with... Interesting. So we start... No, the plate in the tough is from... our temporary buffs from the event. Okay. So our cards are getting removed. That's unfortunate. Oh, I should have done this first so we could get a second Poison Bolt. Just misplaying all over the place. Okay, Scorching Winds. Give burn 4 to everyone. Shuffle 1 Conflagrate into your deck, and then that's from... And then, that's another bug. The Blood Burst was preventing... The plate actually was annoying because it meant that we didn't take any damage. Oh, whoops. I just got rid of one of my life taps. That's not what I meant to do. It'll be fine. It's doing 1% of something. We don't know what. There's a lot of poison on you. Yeah, Sanguine Melody, that problem, nothing happens. Okay. Sanguine Melody has that problem where it was doing... Where because you guys had shield, we didn't actually do any damage to them. Let's do that. Those Dorkums are now bleeding. We did accidentally remove the... It'll be fine. Let's... Ponk you. Let's create those, and then we can just we can upgrade all of them. So now they will only cost 1 mana. So the downside to playing this versus is no, it's a skill. It doesn't use up. Oh, the Conflagration is what used up our Spell Weaving Boots. Okay, so this guy is dead. Scorching Wind says trigger burn 2 times. Trigger burn 2 times, everyone. Should be on everyone. Give them weak 2. Alright, that's actually just all upside for us. Alright, so we... Oh, I didn't even notice this thing had permanent of all of the runes. That was really annoying. It's fine. Okay, so all 3 of these are very, very good. Again, card pool. Okay, so yeah, there must just not be cards for this elite yet. This is part of being in the beta. Sometimes enemies don't have cards, and then you just get 3 cards from your pool instead. I really want the Revitalizing Surge, but I also really want the Poisoned Touch, because that lets us end fights sometimes early. I think we really want Poison Missiles plus. Okay, so let's see how this mid-boss goes. Alright, Scorching Winds is still in play, in effect. So this guy only has 180 displayed, but we'll see if that ends up changing. Right, playing that, removing that mid might end up being a mistake, but we'll see. Let's see what our weather effect is. Give burn 3 everyone. Everyone gains evasion 2. Ah, yeah, that's very annoying. Okay, I think that we're fine with having that be removed. So we are gaining... That's a good amount of value from stuff. Let's go ahead and cleanse ourselves twice, get the shield, because I don't think we're killing this turn. Trigger burn 2 times on yourself. Okay, draw 2. So we just get 2 extra cards for this turn, which is nifty. I think we've got lethal this turn. No, we definitely have lethal this turn. It's just a matter of getting there. Alright, there we go. Oh. Okay, so I attempted to play the Bloodburst before it transformed, and so it got kind of weird. I like Demonic Power a lot. I don't think we like the Rift Open as much. I think this helps a lot with our survivability, and then we are going to upgrade the other poison missiles so we can get that, because stacking poison blood is very useful to us. I don't think I'm cutting anything. Alright, let's keep seeing what these elite fights are like. I'm eating a lot of damage, but also this is Drofis, and Drofis sometimes just eats a lot of damage. So if I remember correctly, this guy needs to die because from what I've seen, he does just absurd damage if you let him live. I think we do want tough. Oh, we already had tough, so I guess that was probably unnecessary. Really? Purity? Really? Really? Okay, let's do this. Because we want to get out some poisoned blood. So that when we do this, it will chew through. Actually, yeah, let's do... trying to figure out the best way to sequence this. let's do that first, so that we can get as much mana as possible. Okay. So this one, I think we want to just finish off. This one, annoyingly, is going to has rebirth. So no, I've got enough shields to not die. I was hoping we had enough whatever that wouldn't. Okay, well, let's kill you, because you were going to do just ridiculous nonsense damage. Yeah, okay. So you just turn into... Okay, Broken Gargoyle is the name of it. I need to be checking what these enemy names are, because I don't know offhand. So I should actually start making notes of those. Let's see. This will give me at least 2 of these that I can play. Doop. Doop. And you are now extremely poisoned. Mana Ritual is just very, very good on Drofis. Shield gained by cards. Don't care about that. Don't care about really either of these. Okay, so this is just new art on that event, that item. We'll take the guaranteed critical hits, I think. And I think we're just moving on. Okay. All entities receive a permanent either rank. All entities all entities receive a permanent rank of Arcane, Frost, or Shock Rune chosen at random. And then we get... So we got Frost Rune. This thing already has all the runes. So that means we're going to get frozen this turn if we don't do something, which is... so that is Defensive Cannon. Let's see. So that's Defense Wall. This is Defensive Turret. And then this is Defensive Cannon. Yeah, this is no joke. Coming out of the gate with a freeze that you just cannot avoid is serious business. And we're just going to get frozen here, and there's just literally nothing we can do. Let's see if we can kill you. Not quite. That's unfortunate. See, maybe this will help. Nope. Cleanse 1 everyone, apply 8 of random stats everyone. Okay, that's not great. Oh god, that's really bad. We may just have gotten double frozen. Ugh. That's ugly. That's really ugly. Ugh. Okay. Gain 3 mana and draw 2. All enemies heal 8 and gain 8 shield. So we're taking... So fortunately that 8-hour shock for not much value. But yeah, that was brutal. And that wasn't even the weather effect. That was just... I was just coming in. Okay, let's do this. I think we have to do that. Unfortunately, we didn't get any of our poison. Let's see. I think we need to make sure that you get frozen. I think that's the most important thing. Oh. Let's. Okay. Right, I was expecting turn start. Okay. Cleanse 1 everyone. Everyone gains Arcane Leak 2. Which I believe means that whenever we play a card, it should affect these guys. These guys should get Arcane as well. Oh no, because they just lose it immediately. That's not okay. That's not funny at all. I'm not amused. You're going to probably take a detonation here, but I think it's worth it. Yeah, that's worth it. Because that gets us this kill here. Oh, I should have... No. Okay. Cleanse 1 everyone, heal 8 everyone. Yeah, this is unfriendly. Let's see. We just have to hope that the weather event doesn't mess with us too bad. Cleanse 1, 8 random stats, everyone. Okay, so I can't do anything too bad to us. So I'm going to have so many bugs to report after this. Just take Pact of Insight. Still don't think I have anything I want to remove. We do really need to get more healing. Okay, so there's this swarm of Ventas. And they just drop the regular Benta cards, I guess. Or we do another elite. I don't know that we can do another elite. We're going to have to rest. We'll get more max health. Sure, we'll see what these are. Warbot Raid Leader and Damage Gargoyle. I think this is the same thing that dies into the Broken Gargoyle. Oh, I should have done this first, I guess. Okay. So this guy's going to summon something. And yeah, just degrades his Broken Gargoyle. Result satisfy everyone on 10. Everyone gains powerful 1. Okay. And this is a Warbot Outrider. See what that gives us. Okay, this is kind of this was kind of what I was hoping to see. So let's start with this, so that we can get Poisoned Blood out. I suppose I might as well do that. So let's. I think we work on dealing with you. Now we've got a bunch of poison, or we've got a bunch of poison blood, which means that we now apply 6 poison to all enemies whenever we lose health. Alright. You're dead. You're effectively dead. Why did I think you had more poison than you did? I don't know. Anyway, let's just go ahead and do that. Also, okay, so this is that again. So I think one of my suggestions here is going to be seeing what the, knowing like it's earlier in the turn what your weather effect for the turn is going to be. I'm just going to kill you outright. Can we just kill you outright? I think so. Okay. I think we take that, although we may just cut it immediately. I'm not sure how much I like it. No, I think we need the other AoE poison source for our infected focus. Yeah, I don't still like any of those necessarily. So that fight at least went cleanly. And this is a robotic mass, which I guess we already knew the name of from the whatever screen. It's off the screen a little bit. Okay, let's heal. And then, yeah, we unfortunately are not going to get, okay, 10 to 20 of a random status. Oh, so this could just freeze us outright. That's unfortunate. Let's see if our luck is in. Our luck is in. We did not just get randomly frozen. This is going to hurt, though, because that is a lot of damage. We get 3 curse. God, this could freeze you and do 3 curse to you on turn 1. That's brutal. Yeah, Oneday is not messing around here. Oneday has decided that he is tired of my nonsense, and I'm going to suffer for my insolence. I think that's what we've learned here. Actually do that. He doesn't do us any, doesn't actually gain us any life, but yeah, we're gonna take a bunch of damage. Oh. Okay. Blood blast. Triple, I guess. Let's see what we find. I don't know how much any of this actually matters. I think we should probably just actually do that. Okay, did it just do nothing that turn? I wasn't looking at the prediction. I guess that's some relief given how those first couple turns go. Yeah, this animation is kind of slow. I just want a lot of extra poison here, so that even if this gains a lot of shield, it's going to die. Yeah. Okay, and then it sets up Frenzy. Wow. Okay. But yeah, it was those first couple turns that were so brutal, mostly. Fortunately, we are now out of this area. We are now safe. I didn't even look at the 2 cards for this. Oh, I could probably go back here and see what the other card is. So Debris Strike is deal 4x3 damage to the first enemy, apply 10 of a random status to it, and give it Curse 2. That's pretty good. To the fist enemy. Deal 4x3 damage to the fist enemy. So that's the downside, is that it only works if you're fighting the fist enemy, whatever that is. Gain 6 mana and deal 4 to 7 damage to every enemy. Corrupt and Dispel yourself one each. That would be great. We would love to have that one. But unfortunately, that's not the one we were offered. I think we kind of need Peace of Mind. We just need all the heals. That actually helps a bit, although not as much as it normally would in a Drofis run, because most of the time we aren't actually playing Bloodbursts. We're going to upgrade Mana Ritual, though, because that's just an incredibly good upgrade. And we're going to move on. Alright. So, here's the mirror event. So we're now now back into good old Area 2. So we are fighting Emerald Dragon. This is healing a little bit, but I don't think it's enough healing to justify it. We might take a Devouring Strike. Do we want to bother dealing with this weather event? Sure, why not? We'll see what all it does. So this is Mirror Mist. The battlefield is mirrored. So you'll notice the enemies are on this side, we're on this side. I think that's the only difference. Let's heal up some. We keep drawing this poison to touch on turn 1 when we don't have our whatever's yet. I don't know why I bother playing that. For some reason I was thinking that the whatever's going to matter. Okay, gain a free temporary copy of the next non-trinket skill you play this turn. All enemies gain Reflect 3. Okay. So, if we play this, we get a copy of it. I don't think we want a copy of that. I think this is the one we want to copy. Well, it's a lot of poison. Playing this anyway. Yeah, we'll do that. And then this actually works out very nicely with the Reflect. Because we take technically a little bit of damage. Oh no, because it was only Reflective. So yeah, that ended up being very nice and clean. Adaptative Spell is pretty good. I'm torn between these two. They're both pretty good. Oh, I didn't realize Precarious Draught got nerfed. Ugh. Okay. I didn't realize it's only 4 mana now. That makes it a whole lot worse. Because the main thing it had going for... I mean, it's still good, but... the fact that it was more mana than anything else you could be doing was nice. Large part of why I was using it. Okay, we're going to do this first so that we can get out Bloodburst into Mana Ritual, into Toxic Splinters, into Cryptic Ritual, into Healing, and then into the turn. Okay, we're going to take some damage here. Everyone gains Reflect 3. We're going to deal some damage back. Trying to figure out if this is going to end up losing us. Health, the answer is no, I think. Okay, so I think we're going to draw cards. Okay, that's nice. Just makes the life a little bit easier on us. Oh, I should have done these first so I can get all this poison blood out. We want to do that when we've got the crit though. So let's do not crit, crit. And then I think we finish off with these so that we can maintain equilibrium using Vindictive Aura. Did Vindictive Aura get nerfed to 15 health? Yeah, it's now you need to do 15 health to get the healing. Devouring Strike is potentially useful. It might be tricky to line up, but it is a lot of healing if we can. I don't know that we're taking enoug turns for Cultivate to matter. We'll try the Devouring Strike and see if we can ever line it up. Okay, battlefield is mirrored. Sure. Heal, draw some cards. We don't quite get this kill, unfortunately, but okay, so this is the temporary copy thing. In case you're curious, I have no clue. I haven't played a strike yet. I don't know if like Devouring Strike is going to hit this dork or this dork. Let's do this first, because we want to get this poisoned blood out, I think. Is that worth more than the demonic power? Yeah, I think so. Let's do this. Kill you. Do damage. Oh, I should have split this a little bit. It's fine. So this we could play one more, but I don't think that's worth it. Let's see what we get. Nothing happens. Okay. Get poisoned to death. And if we find Devouring Strike, that will actually get us the kill. So heal back, and then... Okay. I'll take another Pact of Insight, sure. I will take that. This upgrade is more purity is the main thing, which is good against Emerald Dragon, admittedly. This upgrade does a lot, just because it makes every part of the card better. More draw, more mana. Poison Touch Plus is obviously very good. I don't think we want that. Ritual Blood Plus tends to be pretty good as well. This gets how much extra heal? Doubles it? That actually may be worth it. I don't really like the Mend upgrade on Drofis that much. Yeah, I think I like Sanguine Melody Plus a lot. That's just so much extra health. Okay, let's go to the event. I was not paying attention, by the way, to the other events we got in the other area. I think they were both just like ones we're used to seeing. This doesn't do anything. We aren't really using the max hand size, but don't really use that a ton either. Just take that. Okay, so we do this. Let's get poison out on you, I guess. So we may as well get poison out on both of them, although that's going to help with that. Let's see what we get. Yeah, we can go ahead and do that. Trigger poison and give it back. Okay, we aren't going to actually take any damage here, which is nice. Although we kind of are fine with taking damage. Okay, draw some cards. We can do that. It's not going to kill, but it is a bit of damage. Yeah, after getting out of Battered Ramparts, everything's way easier. It's amazing how that one works. Yeah, I can't prove that Oneday created Battered Ramparts as a punishment for my sins, but it doesn't seem unlikely that that is the case. Okay, so we're going to do that. Into Mana Ritual. Into Demonic Power. Into Cryptic Ritual. Okay, so that's not going to get us any health. into Bloodburst, into Mana Ritual, into Adaptative Spell for mana, into Ritual of Blood, into Cryptic Ritual. And now that's enough to get us healing. This is no, that is worth it, because, yeah, that's going to be lethal. That was worth it. Okay. Blood Visions is incredibly good. We don't even need, like, it draws this adaptative spell, which is nice, but the important thing here is that just that, like, the bleed one is nonsense good with Drofis. I think we're going to cut the Devouring Strike. I think it's just bad. Pact of Insight Plus is very, very good. I like Infected Focus Plus a lot as well. Our mana is kind of awkward. If we just not picked up any other mana cards? No, we just picked up the Mana Ritual, which we did upgrade. Yeah, we'll remove Devouring Strike. But yeah, we are just super low on mana cards. I haven't been taking enough. I didn't even think about going here to pick those up, but I don't think we need them. I think we may want to try and get another shot. Yeah, because this gives us, these two give us shots at mana cards, which I think is more valuable than the elite reward. Okay. And unfortunately, we did not get. There's our poison blood source. We may end up playing this. We'll see. Yeah, it's probably worth it. Go ahead and do that now while I'm thinking about it. I suppose the question is, are we drawing cards with this? I think we are, because we're going to get a lot of mana from this. Should have done that. It's fine. So playing this will cause us to lose health, which means that all of them are now poisoned. And so we can now get a ton of mana out of that. Yeah, and every time we lose health here, they all gain just 6 poison. Just an eminently reasonable amount of poison. The poison bursts are actually pretty good for stripping away evasion. So we get out of here. Okay, that's actually nice, because that will mean that this is... Oh, whoops, I thought that one didn't have any... Whatever left, it's fine. You know, this is drawing us mostly those. Okay, cool. That was actually kind of the best thing we could have hoped to draw. You both get deleted. Okay. I'll take another adaptative spell. I'm pretty much always game for a Cursed Apple. There's a very good chance... Ooh, Poisonous Grimoire, though, is also very good. But the Cursed Apple is so good. Yeah, I think this is slightly better, just because of the specific deck we find ourselves in. And I think it's better than that. Okay. So we'll do that. Let's do that now. We need to find a way to get poison out. It's unfortunate. That'll do. Infected Focus is now on. Do that for AoE, but I don't think we want to. Actually, no, we do. That'll kill that back one. And then we just hit again, I think. Yeah. Okay, so we don't have any poison blood. But Mind is nice. We just have lethal from these. And Runic Focused is pretty much always on. And that helps fix some of our mana issues. Yeah, we could have problems here, or we might take some damage here, because we will probably end up having to shock ourselves at least once, unfortunately. Especially if we can't find the Peace of Mind early, which I know my luck, we're not going to find the Peace of Mind early. Okay, we did find it eventually though, which is important because that means that we can now afford to attack into the shock barrier. Okay, so we need to find one of these. Kind of want to try drawing into mana. That'll do. It's actually perfect. Right, for doing the mana ritual dance. We can do that, which will get eaten by our purity. We can attack several more times before we are in danger. Of getting shocked. To be clear, that is what the danger is. The danger is that we get shocked. And I think that's a good stopping point for now. So you're at 93 poison. Here's our poison blood right on time. Okay. So I think we're going to try and get lethal this turn. Because I think we can do it. Especially with that. Because we have 11 poisoned blood, and we have this poison touch, which means like if we do that, we get out a bunch of poison. Yeah, and there we go. Goodbye. Peace of Mind's doing exactly its job. Pact of Blood is very good. I kind of want to try the Grizzly Storm, just for value, but the Pact of Blood is so good. Dragon Form is fine, but no, it's Pact of Blood. That's probably better than the Adventuring outfit. You're going to upgrade, probably the Pact of Blood, just making it free is very, very nice. And then as far as cuts go, I don't know if there's anything I still want to get rid of, so we're just going to keep moving. Weird. Okay. We have 2 events. Okay, so as far as cards go, I don't care. I don't really want to fight these guys. Probably go right side. Start here. So those are all going to flip. They're now all poisoned. And we have 6 poison blood. Which we are going to Blood Visions. Yeah, the fact that we are bleeding is incredibly useful for us. Because we get extra poison out every time we play anything. So this can kill any of them. Did I just play this most recently? I think I did. Yeah, because I want mana, I think. Yeah, I'm going to kill you outright. Or, yeah, I'm going to kill you outright with this. Then use that. Didn't get particularly lucky there, but it's fine. I just take out the poison missiles, I think. I don't think we can get to 0 cards consistently. Oh man, and we just immediately upgrade it. We may be able to cut the Rituals of Blood, but they do solid work. Rush in to help the Death Strider. Oh man, we get to upgrade another card. Runic Focus Plus is like so much mana. I should upgrade the Poison Touch at some point. Alright, that gives us... How about now? That's a good point. Yeah, we've gotten a lot of upgrades here. And that feels good. Just the sheer number of upgrades we've gotten. Ooh. Frost Grimoire is great. That will let us actually freeze things. Wow. These guys are just... They're running away. They know what's coming, and they are not fans. They would like to be elsewhere. Thanks. I cannot say I blame them. Let's actually... I just see if I can get a freeze off, which I think I can. It's just going to be... Like, ideally I would like to freeze both of them, obviously, but I don't know if that's in the cards. Go ahead and play that. Let's see what I can get out of that. I think we're just going to do that. Okay, we can actually cleanse off the Arcane for whatever it's worth. We now don't heal, but I don't think that's a huge deal, considering how much health we have right now. Let's get the mana. Oh, we can just heal with that anyway. We have tons of extra mana, so. Alright, the back one is all but dead. That kills the back one. Let's see. What mode am I playing this in? I think draw makes sense. Heal. And then just unload. There we go. Easy fight. I do not know why there was a 3 on the whatchamacallit? On more packs of blood. We'll just take more turns. That seems better than that. Alright. And I don't think I have anything I want to cut, so we are just moving on. Alright. Is this the Searing Wind again? That might be. So I think we're going to go through the event and see if we can hit CPU. Okay. So I think we just draw cards. But if we're going to draw cards, we don't actually have to do that yet. We can do this. And then just figuring out sequencing here. So we don't have Poison Blood yet, which is kind of annoying. That's obviously what we would like. There's an extra turn. We could draw extra cards here, but I don't think it's worth it. So the poison sticks around because they didn't get a turn yet. So we can actually find Tainted Blood, which is kind of the other card that is normally relatively key for this deck, but it's not going to end up mattering. So we are now going to start getting a whole lot of bleed, which is annoying, but... Oh, I didn't realize how I was sitting on mana. I think this is fine. Yeah, because we can just kill. Okay. Nice and clean. Runic Study is very good. It's expensive, but I think it's worth it. Alright. Okay, yeah, this is Scorching Winds. The first card I play turn will be removed, but we don't really cycle our deck, so that should be fine. Oh no! That's going to be removed. What will we do? Answer. The Daily Double. Okay. I'm curious how Frenzy is going to interact with the weather effect. That could be interesting. We apply poison. Right, there's some poisoned blood. Oh, I should have done sequence that differently. Yeah, we can't get this out, unfortunately. Okay, so we do not get weather effects if we take consecutive turns. Good to know. Start with this, I think. Really should have drawn cards. Should draw cards here real quick. Okay, none of that is mana, unfortunately. And also, it's not our extra, our other extra turn. I think that makes sense. Scorching Winds, give run 3 to everyone. Everyone gets evasion. It's annoying. Okay. We're going to lose a little bit of recoverable here, I think. But that's fine, because I want to get these, I want to get this poison blood out. I don't want to get the scripted ritual out, obviously. And now, yeah, we have 12 poison blood. The only thing is when these guys flip, we won't have any ways to mess with them. I could be playing this, but I think I'm going to be getting these ritual blood blocks, or these vindictive aura procs. Now we're back down to losing health. That's fine. We have some health to lose. And then we get to just kill. Or not kill, but we get to freeze both. And now they're just super, super dead to poison. Oh, but it's our turn again, which is a little unfortunate because we would have liked them to have died to their poison. But goodbye. Yeah, we're gonna let the front one have a turn. Ended up being one short of being able to freeze you out, which is actually really annoying. I think it's worth doing this freeze just because that stops the frenzy from going off. Burn 2 on everyone. Okay. And then they all get weak. Okay, so you're now the only one we really need to worry about because you are going to die to bleed procs. Or you were going to die to poison words. No, it is bleed procs. You are going to die to bleed procs. I spoke correctly. And then I just thought I hadn't. This mana ritual. Naturally, we get all 3 of our play after spell things. But we do have 3 spells, so I guess it works out. I actually meant to play this next, but whatever. Okay. You are now effectively dead. I don't know if I was just ending turn. Yeah, nothing happens. Goodbye. And another poison touch seems nice. Probably gonna end up having to watch back some of this to see what the you need to watch this back to catch all of the bugs, because there are quite a few. Okay. Thinking through how I do this. Because I do kind of want to get this bleed, but I don't think I have another way to self-debuff, unfortunately, so that may not happen. Get mana out of that one. Oh, I should have played these out first. Bonk, bonk, bonk. You are now frozen. I got 12 poison blood. So yeah, everything gets frozen just immediately, always. And then we can just end turn and watch them all bleed out. Pop, pop, pop. Hunter's Focus is good. Don't need that. Oh, we still have one more thing. Is this going to be CPU? It is going to be CPU. Let's see if we can beat CPU. This is kind of an awkward opener. We do not want to trigger Opportunist. Always. Or ever, I guess. I just draw 4. Okay, that's nice. Although I don't love that. Oh! Oh, duh. We have the ability to freeze. Because Frost Grimoire. And now we don't have to care. Okay. Kind of want to draw more cards because I want to get out both of these. Sorry, this and this. And this. We can find more mana. We cannot. Okay, well, in that case, we're going to do this. And so we start this turn with one of our 2 fatigue, because that's just how Frenzy works now. Okay. Spellweaver Boots are going to come in big here. Because Spellweaver Boots are going to mean that we can actually afford to play our first spell this turn. And that is going to mean we can play this. Which means that we can play our second spell this turn. Oh, we still have a Frenzy. Because we played our other Frenzy card. So now this is our last turn. But now we're back to no fatigue, and you are at a completely reasonable amount of poison. But we can do better. Now, 14 poison blood is pretty nice. Just gonna stack as much poison as we can before doing this. Always fun. Oh, we do have to get through the shield before we can use the Sanguine Melody. It seems like as good a hand as we're going to get with that. So this has to be the last card we play. Oh, we should go ahead and do that. Oh, I should then. Yeah, we're going to take a little bit of damage. Okay, so so close to just getting this kill out, right? But, you know, I'll count it. Not quite turn one, but... that's maybe better than this. I don't know. Yes, because if we get, like we got the other one. He also takes Spry Vigor. The Blood Vision is very good, but I'm lazy. It takes effort to play. I think we'll take the other Poison Touch. I think we don't need the Toxic Splinters against Maw. I think it's just too low impact. It's probably the things we could cut, but take more max health. I could be removing cards, but I'm lazy. What do we do? The answer may surprise you. The answer is bleed. So we're going to Mana Ritual, Adaptative Spell, Cryptic Ritual. Start getting Poison Blood set up is of course important. Go and get that out. All right. So this won't give us the full count of those, which, you know, could come back to bite us, but do I want this mana here? I think we may actually want... No, we've got a lot of card draw trinkets. We'll be fine. We are going to Paladin Core for value. Oh, because of the way that sequencing worked out, we didn't get to keep that. Which I think should be fine. Yeah, we are at 16 poisoned blood, and every time we play a card, we get more stuff. So this is going to do, yeah. I'll count that as a turn one Maw kill. Yeah, that was completely reasonable, I think. And that was without Duplicitome or Catalyst. So yeah, that is a first look at both new Poison Drofis and new Area 1. So, or Battered Ramparts. So hopefully I assume by the time you guys get to play with this, Battered Ramparts will be slightly less menacing. That seemed a bit like overkill. I need to do more runs though. Anyway, that's it for this time. I'll see you guys next time. Until then, toodles.